Today, the president of Guatemala shut down the borders. That means that no one can come in and no one can come out.
It's gone from 0 to 100 really quick.
We're heading out of Antigua. We spent just a few days here. We're hoping to be back because there's still a lot that we haven't seen.
We're going to head up to Lake Atitlan. I hope I'm saying that right. It's about a 3.5-hour drive, but we had a great time here. We're just finishing up with this hostel we were staying at. We have 7 rescue cats and 1 rescue rabbit wandering around the property. It was really fun. Not very interesting stuff happening today because we're driving for most of the day.
And we don't really have any plans. We're just sort of kind of playing it by ear. And simultaneously, kind of very sadly, the coronavirus is spreading throughout the world. So it's kind of sort of limiting the areas we can go to. So we're keeping an eye on that. So at this time, there aren't any cases of coronavirus in Guatemala.
Yeah. We want to listen to what the CDC is recommending, and
sort of playing it by ear. We don't have anything sort of booked past the next few days. So we'll let you know more as we know more.
But before we leave, let's show you some kitty cats.
All right.
I know you want to see some kitty cats. Cobblestone streets. So we climbed into a cramped shuttle van with 16 other passengers, unaware that this would be the last time that we would be in such close quarters with strangers, and our only concern being the cramp forming in our legs. And after 3 hours, we made it to the town of San Pedro on Lake Atitlan to enjoy 2 weeks of blissful ignorance to what was happening in the rest of the world.
It's our first day of class today. We're taking Spanish class for a week because we are very bad at Spanish. We cannot communicate at all around here. So, hola.
Uno. Limonada con soda on botella cuenta pequeña.
Today, the president of Guatemala shut down the borders. That means that no one can come in and no one can come out. So today, everybody in this entire town kind of ran for the airport. And it is like post-apocalyptic town here. Everyone's gone.
I don't know about post-apocalyptic. It's very quiet.
Eerily
it's
quiet.
Yeah.
It's basically just us, maybe 2 other guests in this entire place. Usually this rooftop terrace is very lively. There's people up here. We're all enjoying, having a good evening. No one's here. It's just us, the hotel owner, and a few other lone guests who don't know what they're gonna do. We're just taking it day by day. Yeah, everybody, I hope you're all okay out there.
Everyone's staying safe, and we'll keep you updated on our journey.
Yeah.
As of yesterday, things just went crazy.
So we are taking measures to isolate ourselves, doing our part in this crisis, and that is we found a place. We're going to lock ourselves up for a month. We did some grocery shopping, and in an hour we hired a private taxi to take us there. So minimizing exposure to hopefully everyone.
We were going to stay here in San Pedro, but we couldn't find a good apartment with a good kitchen. So we're actually taking a 3-hour, 4-hour drive to Antigua, which we were already at, which had some better apartment options. So we're about to head over there in like an hour. We're just finishing up some like minimal food shopping here. We don't know what the situation's going to be like over there. We just got some rice and beans and things like that. Just trying to wrap up some loose ends. They just shut down all the public buses today. There's a rumor that they're going to shut down the roads, so hopefully we make it out. Yeah, it's crazy. It's gone from 0 to 100 really quick. Like the first case here in Guatemala, just so you understand, the first case here in Guatemala actually happened on Friday, and today is Tuesday. So from one case on Friday, it's just gone till Monday. It just went completely full stop here.
Yeah.
So it's like a little bit shocking because up until then, not only were people kind of like laughing at us when we bring up the coronavirus, but it was kind of like, we don't even have any cases. Like, what are you afraid of? And so it really lulled us into a full sense of security because there's no cases here at all. And then one case popped up and it's like, oh, it was one case. And here we are today.
Well, anyway, enough about coronavirus. I'm sure you guys have heard like a lot about coronavirus, right? Why don't we hopefully show you a little bit of this. We have like an hour left here, although we spent almost 2 weeks. Hopefully we show you just a couple shots of this beautiful, beautiful town.
We loved it here.
We loved it here. There's just all these like, it's a very small community here, but it's all very, very friendly. Everything is quite lively, actually.
Usually.
The bars here are pretty active. There's some awesome bands.
A lot of backpackers.
A lot of backpackers.
A lot of Israelis.
A lot of Israelis. Without further ado, let's show you some of San Pedro. Thank you for watching. Gracias. Not surprisingly, everything is closed. The street that was just as recently as yesterday was bustling with a bunch of tourists. How different can 24 hours make a place? We've been very bad about recording. For that, I apologize. I would love to have showed you the contrast of how busy the street was, like even as recently as yesterday. The street is so empty. All the shops are closed. There's a little supermarket down the street that was really nice. And they're taking in orders only, so you can't go inside. They'll do deliveries, but this place is like night and day.
There's usually, these are all restaurants.
Yeah.
There's usually just lots of people out
Yeah,
here.
it's amazing. Just like 24 hours, like this place. But we're just waiting to get our taxi to Antigua right now, so we're just wrapping up a few loose ends before we hit the road.
We made it to Antigua, and that's where we've been since March. We filmed an update video a few days later. You can find that right here. And make sure you subscribe if you want to find out what else we get up to.
If you do find yourself in Lake Atitlan,
Atitlan.
Atitlan.